Om Yogis, welcome to Yoga with the Falcon, where today we'll hope to explore the air element and we'll hope to lift towards our higher mind and ignite perhaps our ancient imagination. So let's start lying down. And as you lie here, start to connect with your breath. Focusing on your third eye center. Working with the Falcon, we're opening the mind to what mystery there is. So let's breathe into that third eye center, create some space there. Let the muscles of your face relax and open. Let's just bring one leg up for a half happy baby. Little bit of backstory on the falcon. The falcon was regarded as the king of birds in ancient Egypt. The god Horus was depicted with a falcon's head. The falcon was said to be a seer, known for his sharp eyes and foresight. Let's swap legs, half happy baby on the other side, just breathing a ton of space, a ton of air into your body now. Beautiful. Now come into full happy baby. In full happy baby, like the falcon, you can begin to see through your mind's eye, perhaps seeing yourself in ancient Egypt. Just have some fun with this and let yourself be a child as your imagination takes flight. Allow your breathing to deepen as you fall into the soft sand and the peaceful vibrations of the sacred River Nile. So we're just imagining ourselves now landing in Egypt. And you can come out of happy baby and just lie down with your legs extended and take cactus with your arms. Now bring one of your feet to your mat with the leg bent. The other leg is straight, and we're going to press the foot into the mat so as to initiate a small twisting action here. Try to keep your shoulders on the mat in this cactus shape. And this shape through the upper body represents air in Egyptian or Kemetic yoga. Just breathing into the shape. Opening up your lungs. And let's swap that over and do it on the other side. And let your breathing be slow and deep. Slowing down gives us an opportunity to survey the inner territory, and you might picture the falcon hovering above you now as you expand the air within you. And now you can hug your knees to your chest and just circle your feet. And then let's go the other way. We're still in Egypt. We visualize the eye of Horus, the Egyptian symbol of a human eye with the markings of a falcon. And this symbol is seen in three forms: the left eye, the right eye, or both eyes together. So let's take both of your feet to the outer edges of your mat. Holding this shape, just roll to the inner and outer edges of your feet to find a twist here. Nice open twist. If you haven't done so, I'm sorry, can you twist to the left side first? Ladies first. Because the left eye of Horus represents the feminine. You can stretch your eyes to the left here too if you like. Opening yourself up to all of the things inside of you that are feminine. Breathing deep and slow. Gorgeous. Let's go the other way now. So twist to the right. And you might want to stretch your eyes now to the right. The right eye represents the masculine energies inside of us. Beautiful, then come back to center. Plant your feet a little closer together and just gently lift your hips for a very gentle bridge here, opening both of your eyes wide. In the symbol of the eye of Horus, if we see both eyes together, this represents universal law and the higher mind awakening. So as you open both of your eyes wide, you might even feel your third eye stretching. Beautiful, then slowly come on out of that. And in whatever way works, come up to seated, and we're going to come into a lounging pose. You could call this the pose of Nefertiti or Cleopatra. Just sitting on a side hip and allowing the side ribs that are closest to the floor to stretch out and find space. Breathing deep, closing your eyes, feeling the internal space in your body expanding. And of course, in your mind's eye, bring yourself to ancient Egypt. Play with the visualization today. Focus your mind upon this game today. This game of you, Nefertiti, Tutankhamun, whoever you are. As you lounge here, stretching out the ribs. Let's go to the other side, lovelies. Close your eyes and breathe. Now, yoga philosophy is woven into the fabric of ancient Egypt. Their practices had a strong focus on movement as a meditation. Many people believe that Kemetic or Egyptian yoga is even older than its Indian counterpart. And you might get a sense of yourself moving back through the ages as you breathe here. Let's come out of that now and come into cat-cow. at the front of your mat. In cat-cow, see if you can find a rhythm and release the conscious or logical or grown-up mind into the rhythm in your body. You can go as quickly or as slowly as you like. Ensure that your movements have a quality of gliding upon the air today. Try to keep everything in a nice, easy glide. Beautiful. When you're ready, push back, downward facing dog. And you might want to walk your dog here. Just sway out your hips a little bit. Closing your eyes, breathing into your third eye center. Falcon helps us to see beyond the rational mind and deep into the mysteries. He heralds an awakening of the higher mind that helps us to see our lives in more exalted ways. Let's take the left leg up. Open up your dog for three-legged dog. Open up your hips. The left eye of Horus represents the feminine. You might want to look to the left. And then come to the right side, opening up the right hip, right side, right eye, masculine. Might want to look to the right as you do so. And then both legs come back to downward facing dog. Both eyes together represent the higher, more unified mind. That stability of getting that masculine and feminine energy in perfect balance. Let's walk the hands back and take Malasana here, yogic squat. Nice and smooth and easy. Glide your way there. And in Malasana, you might even start to imagine that your own eyes are decorated with the markings of the falcon. As you recreate and rekindle an ancient magic through your practice, if you like. You can take this into a twist if it feels good for your body, or you can stay still today. Let's go left side first, ladies first, opening up to the feminine. Slowly and smoothly coming back to center, and glide your way open, right side, masculine energy. Coming back to center when you're ready, let's sit down, bringing the soles of the feet together, the knees go wide, Baddha Konasana. Breathe and connect here with the vastness of the air element. Air element brings an openness of mind, pulls through the intelligence of universal law or unified consciousness. So see if you can allow any division, any cravings, any aversions inside of you to melt and to merge within the air that you breathe and the shapes you create. open your mind. Melt and merge within the air that you breathe. And you can stay here, or you can lift up for a wide-legged balance. Keep the shape as still as possible, knowing the breath is what moves as we hold the shape. And we mirror the falcon here as he hovers upon the air. His wings go wide and the air flows underneath him and through him. Let's bring the feet to the floor. We're going to come into a version of Malasana that is seated. So open your hips as you come to the outer edges of your flexed feet. And now use your elbow against your inner thigh to lever your chest open. Ladies first, left side first. Open it up. Coming back to center when you're ready, and then over to the right side, ensuring that your movement has a quality of gliding upon the air today, upon the breath. Try to keep everything smoothly flowing upon your breath. Coming back to center when you're ready. We're going to come into a goddess sequence now, working with the goddess mat. So come forward to kneeling. And let's take cactus arms. The palms are forward. And we breathe deep into the chest. This is a pose that is working with the air element. So we'll call it air pose today, as we imagine our lungs widening into the space of our arms and expanding, filling up with even more air here. Our very breathing connects us with the vastness of air, the openness, the potential openness of our minds. We can melt and merge with the air that we breathe and the shapes that we create. As the breath is what moves, we hold the shape. So mirroring the falcon as he hovers upon the air. Now, as smoothly as possible, stay kneeling, but release one of your legs so your knee is up and your foot is planted. If your knees don't like this, you can straighten the kneeling leg. Let's come back to air pose, opening the arms and opening the mind to see what mystery there is. And now extend your arms like a great bird, imagining yourself adorned with feathers like the goddess Mart. And twist towards your bent leg with the arms outstretched. Gaze on the same plane as your chest now, and we are in a posture of divine embrace, the divine embrace of the goddess Mart. Hold and breathe. Now keep in that same shape, but just turn your head towards the top of your mat. This shifts the pose into divine order. Breathe this in. The breath is what moves as we hold the shape. So we mirror the falcon as he hovers upon the air. Let's press back to downward facing dog today. As we practice, we're opening to the energies of the falcon. Those energies are associated with imagination, healing and wholeness. Keep an openness of mind and a gentleness of heart that can allow for the energy to do its own good work. Openness of mind and gentleness of heart as we repeat the mat sequence on the second side. So let's come to kneeling to begin with and release whatever leg you were kneeling on last time, so the foot is planted to the floor. Coming back to air pose, opening yourself to the mystery, opening yourself to the air element. Extend your arms like a great bird. And now turn so you're twisting towards your bent leg and you're looking in the same direction as your heart in the posture of divine embrace. Keeping that shape, just turn your head towards the top of your mat. Changing the pose into the pose of divine order. And now when you're ready, let's come back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we prepare to come into Surya Namaskar, or the journey of Ra. On the journey of Ra, we align the system with the sun, so to optimize our ability to receive energy. So step your feet to your hands, lovelies, and roll up in a very slow, languid way, like the rising sun. We're going to keep our movements very slow, very languid here. And once you find yourself in standing, bring your hands into a bowl position, hands, elbows, forearms together, and we ask to receive the sun here. Let's exhale here. And when you're ready, inhale, rise your arms smoothly. Exhale, fold on in. Left leg comes back, open the chest, inhale. Exhale, plank position. Inhale in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Glide upon your breath as you come down, then inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. See yourself in ancient Egypt. Let your imagination take flight upon the journey of Ra. Allow your breathing to deepen as you fall into the soft, peaceful traditions of ancient Egypt. Let's bring the left leg forward. Inhale here, open the heart. Now exhale, fold on in. Inhale, rise to stand. And as you exhale, slide your hands into that receptive bowl position. Inhale here, receive the sun. Exhale, relax the hands down. On the journey of Ra, we align the system with the sun. Let's inhale. Bring your hands into that receptive bowl position and exhale here. Now inhale, the arms rise. And exhale, fold on in. Now the right leg comes back as we inhale, open the chest. Exhale in plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, glide upon your breath. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let your imagination take flight. fall into the soft, peaceful vibrations of the sacred traditions of ancient Egypt. Feel yourself within the journey of Ra. As you bring your right leg forward, inhale, open the chest. Exhale, fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, slide into receptive bowl position. Inhale here. Exhale, relax. On the journey of Ra, we align the system with the sun. All of life is fed on energy that is radiating. As we follow the journey of Ra, we optimize our ability to receive energy. Let's add a pose now. Let's add the air pose. So inhale, receptive hands. Exhale here. Inhale, the arms rise. Exhale, fold through. Inhale, the left leg comes back. We open the chest, bring the arms into air pose. Exhale in plank. And inhale in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, expand into cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Falcon helps us to see beyond the rational mind and deep into the mysteries. He heralds an awakening of the higher mind that helps us to perceive our lives in more exalted ways. So like a king or a queen, allow the everyday stuff to just release out of your crown chakra here. It's super beautiful. Your left leg is coming forward. We're lunging. As you inhale, take your arms into that cactus shape. Air pose. Really breathe in. And then exhale, folding at the top of your mat. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, receptive hands. Inhale here. Exhale, relax. Let's float upon the breath. A little bit more air now. And we'll add some pyramids to the journey of Ra. Stay with your imagination of these ancient times as you inhale, receptive hands. Exhale here. Have fun with it. Inhale, the arms rise. Exhale, fold on in. Inhale, your right leg is coming back. We're not adding pyramids yet. Sorry, my mistake. And exhale to plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. We're still with the air element. Inhale, expand into cobra. Really breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Allow the everyday stuff to release out of the crown chakra. As we see our lives in more colorful, more exalted, more imaginative ways. Bringing your right leg forward into that lunge pose. Open the arms into air position. Breathing in. Exhale, fold on in. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, receptive hands. Inhale here. Exhale, relax, floating upon the breath as we add pyramids now. Stay with your imagination. Come into receptive hands as you inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, the arms rise. Exhale, we fold on in. Inhale, left leg comes forward, air pose. Exhale, stay on the ball of your back foot and lift up for pyramid pose here. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, fold towards your straight leg. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, back to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, unfurl through the breath into your cobra. Exhale in dog, breathing here. Connect with the vastness of air, the openness of mind, the intelligence of a unified self. Allow any cravings, aversions, or division to float away within the air that you breathe and the shapes that you create. When you're ready, the left leg comes forward. We inhale, air pose, the vastness of air. Exhale, fold on in. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, glide your hands down to receptive pose. Inhale here. Exhale, relax. Just breathing. Beautiful. Let's do the other side. Inhale, receptive hands. Exhale here. Inhale, the arms rise. Let's exhale, fold on in. Inhale, bringing your right leg back, opening up to air pose. Huge ton of breath coming in. And as you exhale, lift your back knee, stay on the ball of your back foot for pyramid posture, folding over your front leg. Let's inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, fold here. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, back to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, unfurl into cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Connecting with the vastness of air. When you're ready, the right leg is coming forward. Open up the arms, air pose. And as you exhale, fold at the top of your mat. Let's inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, glide the hands into receptive position. Inhale here. Exhale, relax. Stay with your imagination. We're going to add some falcons to the sequence now. So inhale, receptive hands. Exhale here. Inhale, the arms rise. Exhale, fold on in. Your left leg is coming back. As you inhale, open up your chest, air pose. Exhaling, lift the back knee, stay on the ball of the back foot for pyramid posture. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold on in. Now inhale, lift your heart, walk your fingers forward and just lift your back leg up, keeping your hips level. As you exhale, wing your fingertips out to the sides of your mat, like two little wings. And on your inhale, lift your fingers away from the floor as best you can. Come into a hovering falcon. Exhale, back to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. The breath is what moves as we hold this shape. We mirror the falcon as it hovers above the air. Let's bring the left leg forward, come into air pose as you inhale. Exhale, fold at the top of your mat. Inhaling, rise to stand. Exhale, release into receptive hands. Inhale here. Exhale, relax. Coming to the right side, let's inhale, receptive hands. Exhale here. Inhaling, arms rise. Exhale, fold on in. The right leg comes back as we inhale, come into air pose. Exhale, lift the back knee away from the floor, stay on the ball of the back foot, straighten the front leg for pyramid posture, folding here. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, lift your heart, walk your fingers forward, lifting your back leg up, keeping your hips level. Exhale, wing your fingertips out to the sides of your mat. And as you inhale, come into a hover in Falcon pose. Exhale, plank position. Inhale, plank position. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. In your mind's eye, connect with the air element, connect with the third eye center. Maybe visualize the markings of the falcon underneath your eyes. As you imagine yourself in ancient Egypt. Let's bring the right leg forward. As you inhale, come into air pose. And as you exhale, fold on in. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, release into receptive hands. Receive the sun. Inhale here. Exhale, relax. We've got one more step on the journey of Ra to add, which is just adding the goddess of divine law to our sequence, adding Mat. So let's inhale, receive with your hands. Exhale here. Inhale, the arms come up, they're weightless now, soaring. Exhale, fold on in. Your left leg comes back. As you open your chest into air pose, open yourself up to the heaven worlds, breathing deep. Exhale, lift the back knee up, pyramid posture, straightening the front leg, folding over it. As you inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold on in. Inhale, lift the heart again. This time walk the fingers forward, lifting the back leg up, keeping the hips level. Exhale, walk your fingertips out, little wings at the side of your mat. As you inhale, lift your wings, falcon. And as you exhale, come back to plank. Inhale, linger in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog into your third eye, opening your mind to see what mystery there is. Now from dog, we're going to come into a kneeling position. The full posture, we just kneel on one leg and bring the other foot to the floor. If it's too much for your knees, you can just bring both knees to the floor. So you're either kneeling on one knee with your leg bent, or you're kneeling on both knees. As you inhale, come back into air pose, opening the arms, feeling spaciousness in your chest. Exhale in air pose. And on your next inhale, stretch your arms wide, float the arms. And as you exhale, twist towards your bent leg, or just twist one way if both legs are kneeling. Your head is on the same plane as your chest. Divine embrace, inhale here. Exhale, turn just the head to the front of the mat for order and balance pose. Inhale here. Exhale, bring yourself back to the dog. Prepare for second side, so work out which leg you're on and which way you're going to twist. And then your dog comes into that kneeling position on either both or one knee. Switching sides. We're going to inhale, air pose. Exhale, air pose. Inhale, stretch the arms. Welcome yourself in. Exhale, twist towards your bent leg. Your head is on the same plane as your chest for divine embrace. Inhale into that divine embrace. Exhale, turn your head to the front of your mat, order and balance. Inhale here. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Falcon helps us to see beyond the rational mind, deep into the mysteries, into the heaven worlds. He heralds an awakening of the higher mind that helps us to perceive our lives in more exalted ways. So lovely, like a king or a queen, allow the everyday to release out of your crown chakra here, bringing something more colorful, something more imaginative, something more beautiful in your practice. When you're ready, the left leg is coming forward into lunge position. Bring your arms into air pose. Exhale, fold at the top of your mat, bow to the goddess mat. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, receive it all here. Inhale here, receiving energy, optimizing your ability to receive. Exhale, relax your arms. I'm going to do that whole thing on the right side. Let's inhale, receive. Exhale here. Inhale, the arms come up weightless, soaring. Exhale, fold on in, bow to the goddess. Inhale, your right leg is coming back, lunge position, air pose. Open your heart to the heaven worlds, to the more exalted self. Let's exhale. Lift your back knee up, pyramid pose, folding in. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, go a little deeper, beyond the conscious mind. Inhale, lift the heart, walk the fingers forward, lift the back leg up, keep your hips level. Exhale, little wings, fingertips to the side of the mat. And as you inhale, if you can, bring the fingers up, hover in Falcon. Exhale, back to plank. Inhale, linger in your plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Opening your mind to the mystery that there is. From dog, we come into that kneeling position on either both or one knee. If one knee is down, the other leg is bent and upright with the foot planted against the floor. We're going to inhale, air pose, open the heart. Feel spaciousness in your heart, receptivity in your heart. Exhale here. Now inhale, the arms float wide. And as we exhale, we twist towards the bent leg. Keep your head on the same plane as your chest. Divine embrace. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head to the front of your mat, order and balance pose. Inhale here. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Preparing for the second side, work out which leg you're on and glide yourself back into that kneeling position on either both or just one knee. Let's inhale, air pose. Exhale, air pose. Inhale, the arms stretch wide. Exhale, we twist towards the bent leg, head on the same plane as heart. Receive divine embrace as you inhale, the divine embrace of the goddess. Exhale, turn your head to the front of your mat, order and balance pose. Inhale into it. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Imagining the falcon is moving with us now, helping us to understand the journey of Ra in new ways. As you let your body and imagination take flight, perceive your life in a more exalted way here. When you're ready, the right leg comes forward, air pose, open the heart. Exhale, bow to the goddess. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, glide into that receptive posture. Inhale here, receive the sun, optimize your input of energy. Exhale, relax. Okay, lovelies, so we're going to come into some balance work now. Let's do left side first, so stand on your left leg and bring yourself into tree pose. Breathe really well here. Embrace the air so that it can lift you as you balance upon it. Remember, the air element is all movement, so don't worry if you're swaying about a little bit. So be it. You're working with the air element. It's beautiful. You might want to imagine yourself in ancient Egypt, practicing on the banks of the Nile. That'd be quite nice. Now, if you like, you can play around with releasing your right leg and extending your right leg away from the body, raising the arms up and seeing if you can come into kind of a palm tree shape here. So we're tilting the whole body away from the raised legs and we're using the arms as to counterbalance us in what I've heard called a swaying palm tree. So it's kind of, we are the trees upon the banks of the Nile, trying our best not to fall in. Air is all movement, so if you sway, if you fall, so be it. It's fine. Embrace the air, embrace the breath. Gorgeous. Let's come out of that and take the same pose on the other side. So we're standing on the right leg now, coming into a regular tree pose. Hands can be at the heart or extended towards the sky. Beautiful. From here we can open it up to a swaying palm tree tilt. We're tilting everything away from the raised leg. We're breathing really deeply, embracing the air, letting it lift us, and we're also focusing our gaze, our drusti, on something in front of us that does not move. So become sharp-eyed, like the falcon. Balance and breathe. Trying your best not to fall in the Nile. as you practice on the banks of the sacred river Nile, perhaps in your mind's eye. Let's come out of that. And let's just come down in whatever way works to Malasana, yogic squat. You can try this today. You can change the position of your arms. If, like me, you're used to doing this pose with your hands in prayer position, today you can try air pose. So you could bring your hands into that air posture, pressing your elbows against your knees perhaps, opening your heart. Or you might want to try receptive hand position. Receiving energy, receiving energy. Neither of these poses might work for you, so you might need to keep your hands to the floor or to your heart space. But wherever you are, let's stay with the imagination of ancient times. You might see yourself a priestess or a priest gazing over the initiation temples that stood along the Nile. Or you might see yourself in the evening gazing at the pyramids as they align with the stars. Beautiful. Let's come down now, take Baddha Konasana. And you can hook onto your big toes and just begin to roll your belly, make circles with your belly. Breathe well. Our breath or the air brings the mind into the shape and into the intelligence of the body. See the sharp eye of the falcon spiraling you up on currents of breath and into higher states of being and seeing. So beautiful. Let's come to stillness. And then let's go the other way. Spiraling up on the currents of breath into higher states of being and seeing. The falcon helps us to see our lives in more exalted ways. Let's go the other way. Let's go the other way again. To turn direction. Spiraling upwards, upwards. Spiraling upwards into the highest wish for your lives. Change direction, last time. And now let's come to stillness. Breathe. Let your breath be the movement now, as the body remains still. Body represents the falcon hovering, consciousness hovering. Breath represents the air element, the movement upwards into higher states of consciousness, higher ways of thinking. Gorgeous. Now you can, from here, you can come into that wide-legged balance. And last time we did this and we stayed very, very still, but this time let's straighten and bend the legs so as to flap our wings. Find a rhythm, an exalted rhythm for your life, no matter how ridiculous it might seem. Gorgeous. Then when you're ready, curl yourself up into a little ball. And begin to roll up and down your spine if this works for your body. You can do as small movements or as large movements as is good for you. Just rolling up and down the spine. And in my mind's eye, I see us like scarab beetles. Scarab beetles are depicted everywhere in the temples in Egypt. They represent the cycle of change, the cycle of life, birth, life, death. So as you roll backwards and forwards, you might feel like a little scarab beetle, maybe even rolling up a dung ball as they do. Now you can find your way from here up into either shoulder stand, or you can just bring your legs up and hold the backs of your legs. Gorgeous. And if it feels right for you today, you can start to kick your legs as if to kick out any old mental energy here. Any kind of, while we're talking about beetles and dung, any kind of crappy, low of thought processes that might be ready to go. If your thinking is still stinking, kick your own ass. Because Falcon magic is all about our highest thought, our highest potential, our highest mind. If you're in your highest mind, you can stay very still and just move the breath. Beautiful. Now, if you're in shoulder stand, you can come back into plow position. If your legs are up, just stay where you are. If you're in plow pose, you're in a pose that is representing the energy of the earth in Kemetic tradition. So here you can ground the energy of the air, the intelligence of the body, ground the love of Maat, the goddess, ground the energy of Ra, the sun, ground the feelings of embrace and order and balance in your body. Everything that moves becomes a little slower and a little stiller here. Feel everything that is moving calm down. If your legs are up, feel your back against the floor. Ground everything, ground your practice into your back body. Let your practice fall behind you now. Gorgeous. Then when you're ready, let's plant your hands if you're in plow and gently use your hands as brakes to bring yourself slowly out of this pose. If your legs are up, just let the legs lower. And we're going to come into fish pose next. So just sit upon your hands, palms down. Press into your elbows, lift your heart. And as you inhale, push into your elbows, slide your head back, open your chest. Feel the fish pose open your lung capacity as the fish breathes in fully. It's as if we might have actually fallen into the River Nile back in that swaying palm tree pose, and all that kicking potentially could have been us trying to swim back to the shore. Or like we are the fish, and we are trying to fill the lungs with air. Close your mouth if your mouth is open. Stretch your throat. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Gently come out of that. Let's bring the knees in towards the chest, lovelies. And extend your arms out to the sides of your mat for divine embrace. Or if you're stuck for room today, you could take air posture, coming into that cactus shape. And just for these last few postures in our practice, really see yourself in ancient Egypt. As you drop your legs to one side, just for this time, just because it's fun, just because you are young, let yourself be open to your mind as your imagination takes flight. Allow the breathing to deepen as you fall into the soft sand and into the peaceful vibrations of the sacred River Nile. Know you are held by the God-Goddess. Know you are safe. Know that you are loved. Let's inhale, lovelies. Bring yourself back to center. And exhale, fall to the other side, into the peaceful vibrations of the sacred land of ancient Egypt. You are held by the God-Goddess. You are safe and you are loved. Inhale here. As exhale, come back to center. We're going to come into Shavasana now, so make sure that you'll be warm enough for the next 10 minutes or so. And then find yourself a little spot on the banks of the River Nile. Feel the sun on your face or the stars in your hair. Let go and relax. 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 Okay, lovely. Let's just begin to deepen the breath. Gently move the fingers and the toes. And then take whatever stretch your body needs. Hugging the knees into the chest if that feels good for the body. You can gently rock a little side to side, massage your hips. Massaging the hips into the ancient sands of Egypt. Let's roll to one side. And really gently press your way up to a comfortable seat, keeping yourself very quiet, very still. We're going to conclude our practice tonight by chanting Hu, H-U, Hu. This is said to be an Egyptian love song to God. And it's like for me, after receiving all that energy from our practice, now it is time to give something back. So you can bring your hands into that giving and receiving position and begin very, very quietly to chant Hu. But go quietly enough so you can still hear my voice. We'll chant together. Hu. Keep going, lovely, as just listening to the sound of my voice as you continue with that chant on your own. You might feel your own breath gently passing over your hands as you chant, sending an offering of your highest imaginative mind out into the mystery that is our ancient history. We send vibrations of love and sound back to our past, thus strengthening our present and future selves and present and future time. We give back and we give backwards, so to speak. Allow the sound to overlap now, and you can play with the volume, giving stronger vibrations or different tones back to each other, back into our ancient, mysterious history. Closing the chant when you're ready, coming to stillness and silence, and bringing your hands to your heart center, to the magic of the falcon. We give thanks. To our highest thought, we give strength. To imagination and great mystery and one another, we give love. So much love. Amen Ra.